Oh, it's Wednesday night. That means it's time for the Scars Ferrari Challenge, brought to you by OCR TV. I'm Wendell, joining you tonight, every night, and hopefully all of next season. I'm going to try to work that out for you guys. Maybe somebody watches. I don't know. If you're watching, tell them we want them back. Come back, baby, come back. And if we come back, I promise never to do that again. In any event, tonight, the season finale. We got two races coming at you. Sebring International Raceway. It's long, it's strong. There's a lot of turns. In any event, we're going to get you right into it. They're finishing up qualifying. Chart is set pretty much the way it sits. We got, and again, no surprise, Justin Richardson, top of the boards. The 13 car laying down a 157.357, smoking the track. He's on fire. We got Raymond Chapman. He's sitting P2 right now. We got Eric Mickey and Thomas Morris. Third and fourth, Matthew St. Germain and Ken Huber. That's fifth and sixth tonight. And then we got Brian Son, Andrew Mickey. That's your seventh and eighth place position. And then we got Valery Botchitz and Will Salisbury, who I believe did not take a time. May or may not be having connection issues. We are not 100% sure about that. What we are sure about is it's time to grid them. We're doing it. We hope you're doing it with us. Because we like to do it. I don't know about you guys, but what we're going to do here, we're going to try to get you the best vantage point that we can. Although it's hard sometimes, you know. In any event, we got 10 of the hottest Scars drivers. They're on track. They're ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. The season finale about to kick off here. As soon as we get these cars gridded, we're going to bang them down, pop them off the rev limiter. Hope like hell somebody remembers to turn off their pit lane limiter. Don't need any backups tonight. We got 7 on the grid so far. We're waiting for, I believe, 2 more. 3 more, maybe. I don't know. Sometimes numbers are hard. Looks like we got 1 more. Actually, no. We're going to go the full countdown because I believe Will Salisbury is not in the room. We'll see. So less than 30 seconds away from getting the last race of the season underway. Oh, buddy. Yep. Grid time over. We're going green, baby. Lights out. They're gone. It's like a pretty good start. We got all race cars. They're clean, they're green, they're going down into turn 1. Look at there. Now, we have a yellow Ferrari in the field tonight, but that's not Kurt Crum. That is the 30 of Ken Huber. He's not a face that I've seen so far this season, but good to have new faces in. We welcome more. Hopefully we can fill these fields next season. We got Justin Richardson out front. Raymond Chapman sitting second. Eric Mickey, he picked up a W last week. He's sitting third right now. Matthew St. Germain fourth. Thomas Morris fifth. Brian Son sixth. Ken Huber seventh. And then Andrew Mickey and Valery Botchitz, your seventh and eighth. Eighth and ninth place car, excuse me. Numbers are indeed hard. Sebring, a nice long track, pretty narrow in most parts, but plenty of opportunities to pass. We're gonna bring you the closest action we can find tonight. Hopefully it's hot and exciting for you. We've got two 20-minute races coming at you. The first race, obviously, standing start. Second race, if we do it like we did last week, second race is going to be an inverted field of the first race with a standing start. Now, if you do have to pick one race to watch tonight, I would say probably definitely make sure it's the second one, as the inverted field definitely makes it a little more exciting. Now, interesting thing, so far, Justin Richardson not able to gap the field by 2 seconds on the first lap. He's got Raymond Chapman and Eric Mickey here behind him. That's nice to see. And as we say that, we got the Battle Brothers. Saint Germain and Eric Mickey have been battling the last 3 weeks straight. This week, no different. They're locked nose to tail. Saint Germain looking to make the move around the outside of the corner there. Sails a little bit wide, but now he's on the inside. But Eric Mickey coming back. Eric's a pretty smart racer. He's gonna set himself up the best way he can for the corner in front of him. And that no exception. He just kept Saint Germain behind him right there. So kudos to Mickey in the 84 car. Saint Germain right on that back bumper. You know, Saint Germain had an unfortunate incident last week. A little bit of bad luck. He got caught up in some mess, and I wasn't able to finish the second race, but maybe looking to make up for that this week here in the first race. As him and Mickey are the best battle on track. Again. We're about 4 minutes into this thing. Lap time's hovering right at the 2-minute mark. You know, and it's nice to see Justin Richardson not able to gap as Saint Germain right up on the back bumper, Eric Mickey there. But Richardson not able to gap the field like he's used to. Raymond Chapman in the 45 car, he's able to stick right there with him. Pretty dang close. These cameras brought to you in part by somebody tonight. Not sure who it is, but whoever they are, thank you. It's pretty awesome. Oh, we got the 03 Brian Son. He's around, almost collecting Ken Huber there. Ken able to check up slightly, make it around him with no incident. Now, that's unfortunate for the 03 of Brian, but he should be able to get this thing spun back around and pointed in the right direction. But no doubt going to lose a lot of time here in this first race. Saving grace is, assuming he doesn't catch back up to the field, he'll have a really nice starting position for the next one. Back up here with Saint Germain and Eric Mickey one more time. And there's no gap between these two other than the 2/10 that you're seeing here. Been like this pretty much since the start. I think Saint Germain has had a few runs on Eric there, but I know at some point that 46 car is going to look to capitalize on a mistake. If Eric makes one, he will most certainly be there to pounce on it. We're going to take it back out front. We got Justin Richardson in the lead. Has led all 3 laps so far. But he's essentially got a mirror full of Raymond Chapman, who showed a lot of promise during practice. Putting down some pretty solid lap times. I know Justin is looking in his rear view there thinking, where the hell did you come from? But Raymond Chapman in that solid black number 45 Ferrari, looking real sharp out there. Maybe we'll see him be able to catch up and challenge Justin here for the lead. In third right now, we got Eric Mickey in the 84 car. He's your one of your league owners here. League owner / admin, starting up the SCAR series. Glad he did. Right behind him, Matthew Saint Germain in 4th place in that 46 car. He's looking pretty good. Oh, and a little bit further back, we got a battle for 5th. We got Thomas Got That Stat Morris. And he's getting passed right now by Ken Huber in the 30 car. We're not used to seeing a solid yellow Ferrari. The only yellow Ferrari we see out here week in and week out is our Kurt Crum and Kurt's cab. But unfortunately, Kurt out this week due to I believe a surgery this week. So if that's the case, Kurt, we wish you a speedy recovery. Looking forward to having you back next season. Season 2 coming at you in about 4 weeks, give or take. But like I said, Ken Huber in the 30 car able to get around Thomas Morris for the 5th place position. Thomas back to 6th. A little bit further back, we got another Mickey. This one's got the American Mickey. Now, he's rolling P7 right now. A little bit further back from him, we got Valery Botchitz. The guy that didn't make any friends 2 weeks ago. But not so bad last week. Looking pretty good this week. Nice and clean. Keep it green. And then back here in the 9th position, Brian Son. He had the unfortunate early spin out. Not able to gain any time from that, but probably one of those situations where we're 10 minutes away from the end of the race. There's no need in wadding the car up. You do have one more race tonight, and with the inverted field, should be rolling pole. So we'll see how that goes for him. Going to take you back up to the 3rd and 4th place spots. We got still Eric Mickey, Matthew Saint Germain locked into battle. Eric has put a little bit of time on him. 2/10 since the last time we were watching. But it looks like Saint Germain closing it up slowly. And back out front, pretty much the same gap here. We got Raymond Chapman and Justin Richardson. Justin about 1 second ahead of Raymond here. A little bit further back for the 5th and 6th place positions of Ken Hubert and Thomas Morris. Thomas, I know he's not going to be too happy about staying back there. But Thomas has made it known he is not excited about the brake bias in this and his inability to change it to his liking. So we'll see how the remainder of this race plus the second race goes for him. Sporting the hashtag no talent hashtag on the car. And if you notice, we can get another shot of that on the back bumper. And you got the Pro sticker, and right next to it, it says Ish. Pro-ish. Love it. Oh, right there on the side as well. Thomas, our resident smartass here on OCR TV. Love having him. Got about 8 minutes remaining in this one. We've got no change up front. Looks like Saint Germain closing it up a little bit here on Eric Mickey. Keep an eye on it, see how it goes. Apparently my internet not happy about what I'm trying to do. Of course, you know what we say to that. Screw you, internet, work better. This your closest battle on the racetrack right now. 3rd and 4, Saint Germain taking the peak. Got a nose down there on the 84. 84 lifts, doesn't challenge him right away anyway. We got us a pass for the 3rd place position. Saint Germain waiting for that opportunity. Really, really patient move. Made it work. But as we all know, Eric Mickey not going to lay over and let it happen. He's going to try to challenge him back. This is the closest battle on the track right now, so we're going to stick with it and hopefully bring it to you, if that does indeed happen. These cars do have a strong draft, and this long straightaway here gonna help Mickey, but fortunately wasn't able to time it right there. He might get him here through the corner. Pulled it a little bit back to the right. That allows Saint Germain to get the better run off the corner there, but Mickey looking like he's taking some tests there, seeing what he can do. Oh, don't look now. We got Will Salisbury coming out on track. So we know he's going to be ready for race number 2. Will has shown a lot of speed over the last couple weeks. But I believe connection issues have been plaguing him. At least that's what we're going to call them. Back out front, Justin Richardson still maintaining that 1 second lead over Raymond Chapman in the 45 car. We'll see how these two fare during race number 2. Again, Matthew Saint Germain, Eric Mickey locked into battle for the 3rd position, the last podium spot. Further back, we got Ken Huber, Thomas Morris. Ken able to put 2 seconds on Thomas over the last few laps. He's looking for a 5th place finish in his first showing here on the Scars Ferrari Challenge. And then Andrew Mickey back here 7th, but Larry Botchit's 8th, Brian Saw 9th, and of course Will Salisbury 8 laps down. He just came back out on track, maybe get some practice in. He's going to be shown as your 10th place car. We'll watch here again. Eric should be able to pick up a little bit of draft off this 46. And we saw it last lap. He made the run to the inside of the corner. Just wasn't able to make it stick on exit. Saint Germain not going to let that happen this time. Oh, as Eric is out of control. Just nosed it right into the wall. He's going to get it spun around. He's going to get going back in the right direction. A devastating moment for the 84 car. Eric Mickey essentially took himself out of contention for that 3rd place position. He'll be on damage control from here on out. That was a massive hit to the wall there. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but Ferraris and walls do not mix well. Now that's going to solidify Saint Germain into the third spot for right now. 3.5 minutes remaining in race number 1. That's going to move Ken Huber and Thomas Morris up a position each. But Thomas Morris got a back bumper full of Will Salisbury. Will not going to push the issue as he knows he's multiple laps down. He's not going to push the issue there with Thomas, but maybe looking to get a little bit racy, see what he's got. Take you back out front with Justin Richardson, who has led every lap so far. 8 laps green, 8 laps clean. And you know, you can say what you want about the man, but he can wheel the hell out of a virtual race car. That is certain. There is no arguing that at all. But Raymond Chapman's still within striking distance, only 1 second back. And over the last few weeks, we've not seen anybody who's able to do this. At least maintain a 1 second gap. Just guys that are able to hang up there for a few laps anyway. But maybe Raymond can make something happen in race number 2. Maybe we'll get these boys battling each other real hard. Because let's be real, that's what you guys come here for, right? Right. In any event, this is probably not going to be your last lap. We'll probably have one more lap after this. So we'll call it 2 to go here. Justin Richardson out front. Raymond Chapman second place. Matthew St. Germain third. We got Ken Huber back here in the yellow 30. He's your 4th place car. Then Thomas Got That Stat Morris. And if you haven't seen him on YouTube, well, that's your fault. You need to go on over to youtube.com/Got That Stat. Give that man a subscribe. It's definitely worth it. And as you see behind him, Will Salisbury still having connection issues. A little bit of blinking going on. Which is rather unfortunate because Will shows a lot of speed. But those connection issues can ruin your night. Eric Mickey, who just destroyed the wall. He's sitting back here still in 6th place. His brother Andrew, behind him in 7th. And again, Valery Vachitz, Brian Son, your 8th and 9th place cars, and as we said, Salisbury still in 10th. Now, these two boys battling. And just because Eric's damaged, that does not mean he won't race the hell out of his brother Andrew. Do like seeing that. No layovers. And of course, as I mentioned, Justin not gapping Raymond here. That last lap puts an extra 0.6 on him. This lap gonna be the white flag lap. We got Richardson out front, Chapman second, St. Germain third, Ken Huber fourth, and Thomas Morris rolling P5 right now. The battle still back here between brothers Eric and Andrew Mickey. A little bit of contact there. But Andrew able to overtake Eric. He's I don't know that Eric had the straightaway speed for him. Not missing the nose of that car. But a little brotherly contact coming out of the corner there. Well, pretty solid first race. Oh, and we have a precursor, a premonition, if you will. We got Matt Hackathorn in chat. He says, see you in race number 2. Matt, I hope that's true. Let's fill the field. Let's do it, bud. Hope you're doing well, sir. Look forward to seeing you here in race number 2. It's coming up pretty quick. Pretty quick. We got the 13, Justin Richardson. Excuse me. I was dying right there. He's coming around the last corner. He's going to take home race number 1 win. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Somebody get Richardson to victory lane. Raymond Chapman going to be your second place finisher tonight. And nothing to gawk at. Really solid finish from that driver. Matthew St. Germain rounding out your podium there. He's been showing a lot of promise the last few weeks when he doesn't get caught up in bad luck. Ken Huber, your 4th place car. Thomas Moore's 5th. Andrew Mickey gonna round out the 7th place position as his brother Eric messing with him a little bit. Andrew's 6th place. Eric's gonna round out 7th. We got Valery Botchit's 8th, and then of course Brian Son 9th. We got Hackthorn in chat. He's lost track of time to make this race. Well, Hackthorn, that means you're gonna have to make it up in race number 2. We look forward to seeing you there, bud. Your results. Justin Richardson, your winner. St. Germain, 2nd. Ken Huber. Oh, that ain't right. Raymond Chapman is 2nd. And St. Germain 3rd. Not really sure why I did that. Well, let's see. It did. It screwed it all up. Guess we'll see what happened there. I'm not really sure why it's showing Raymond Chapman as the 9th place finisher. It will get clarification here coming up shortly. That's interesting. In any event, I think it's time. We're gonna get him up here. We're gonna have to do it a little bit differently because the finishing positions are wrong. In any event, snatch and grab time. Hope you're ready. Ready or not, here it comes. There he is. There he is. Matthew St. Germain. Now, kind of confused right now. Now, I saw you finish 3rd. It's scoring you 2nd. Any idea what's going on?
No idea. This must be just a screw up with the iRacing results because I know I definitely finished 3rd.
We're gonna count it as 3rd. The graphic's gonna be wrong, but another another race battle with Eric Mickey is becoming a staple in these events. Matthew, tell us a little bit about your night.
It was a good one. It was a good battle again, like you said with Eric. It was really tough to catch up to him. I found that in the harder braking zones, in like corner 3 and 6 or whatever it was, in the really hard braking zones, I was able to make up a lot of time against Eric. But on corner exit, Eric was really smooth on the gas, and it was hard. It was hard to get off the corner and stay with him, or at least be defensive and not get him to jump on me. So when I made my move, it was tough. It was just tried to push it as hard as I could and drive the wheels off the thing.
Well, you know, we over the last, I'd say, probably 4 races, we've seen I don't want to say a 180 out of you, but we've seen a lot of promise, a lot of speed. You know, barring getting caught into bad luck situations. What are we going to be looking for from you in race number 2 tonight?
I think I'm gonna try to do the opposite of last week. I'm gonna try and take it easy in the first 2 laps.
Yeah.
Just slowly make my way through the field and try to be a little bit more patient this time. Yeah, last week was a disaster. I tried to rush through the field in the first corner and end up getting caught on someone's blind side.
Yeah, we were kind of disappointed up here about that, but you know, it definitely happens. Matthew, we wish you best of luck in the next race, and we'll more than likely see you again after the next race up here in the booth.
Hopefully so, guys, and thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. That was your third place finisher, even though it says second. Sometimes graphics lie. But let's do this. We know this one's going to be right. Maybe. I think the overlay's freaking out, man. It's freaking out, dude. There it is. Kaboom. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Justin Richardson, I am pretty sure you're getting tired of chicken by now, but we're going to keep giving it to you. Flag to flag, race number 1. Tell us a little bit.
It wasn't easy. Got into the server and did my usual installation laps, getting the feel for the car and the corners and what I had grip wise. Um, this new guy, I guess he's not new. Eric told me he'd been in a race earlier in the season, but that guy Raymond, he was clearly practiced because his best time was right there with where he qualified. And he didn't improve with that over all his laps, and it took me most of the practice session to get to his time, or within a tenth, and then qualifying it looks like I found another half a second or so. So I thought this could be good, but I just cannot get a good standing start from these cars. Kurt's always right there on me, and it looked like Raymond got on me on the outside. Tried to take it. I knew I'd be able to get on the throttle earlier, and through the curves in the back straight, I figured I'd try to get a gap, but I couldn't because I knew he would probably be able to stay with me as long as he was within a second. He was. Looked like he slipped up going the curves right before the back straight one lap, and I got it over 1.1 seconds. And after that, I was able to pull at least a tenth or two each lap.
Yeah, we were definitely keeping an eye on that. The closest, well, the second closest battle on the track, you and Raymond. Of course, the closest battle, naturally, Saint Germain and Mickey. I think those two bumpers are locked on each other. But Justin, you're going to be starting this next race back there in the field with him. Are we going to see you pull some aggressive stuff, or are we going to see you go taking it easy?
Well, unfortunately, I feel like first race, if Kurt was here, this would have been a pretty damn good show for you guys with the three of us up there because he's always right with me. So it's unfortunate that nobody got to see that race. But for race 2, I mean, from what I heard, it's yet to be confirmed, but I think I can't be caught in points now. So I think, fuck it, I'm gonna go aggressive.
There it is. That's what we like to hear. We'll definitely keep an eye on that. Congrats again on the entire season. Again tonight, race number 1 winner. But Justin, we look forward to seeing what you got for us in race number 2. And again, good luck to you.
Yeah, thanks. Fingers crossed.
There we go. That's Justin. Flag the flag. 11 laps. Man, guy can literally drive the balls off of these cars. But we'll run you through the botched results one more time. We got Richardson winning the thing. Now it's showing Matthew St. Germain second, but the actual second place finisher, Raymond Chapman in the 45 car. St. Germain third, Ken Huber fourth, Thomas Morris fifth, Andrew Mickey sixth, Eric Mickey seventh, Valery Botchitz eighth, Brian Saw ninth, and Will Salisbury, unfortunately with connection issues. Hopefully he can get those figured out before race number 2. I think because between Will Salisbury, St. Germain, and Eric Mickey, I think that's going to be a really good battle to keep an eye on. But basically where we're at, we're going to shut it down to get ready for race number 2. As soon as that server is up and running and ready to go, we will bring it right back at you. But until then, enjoy this graphic that Thomas Morris made. Boom! We're back, baby. Race number 2 practice wrapping up as we speak. Less than a minute and a half remaining here in this practice session. And then, well, they'll have to finish their laps, but then we're going back to green flag racing, bud. Green flag racing, inverted field, race number 2. Sebring, the Scars Ferrari Challenge. It's going to be hot. It's going to be wild. It's going to be hot and wild. We'll see how it goes. There will be no qualifying during the session as the field is already set. As soon as we get ready, we'll bring you that. Looks like so far this session, Justin Richardson fastest on the board, 158.740. But a connection-plagued Will Salisbury sitting a nice 158.944. I believe that's his lap time. I don't know. Any event, we got Andrew Meckie sitting there. Looks like he's the only other driver to complete a lap. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure what's going on with the timing and scoring. It kind of has a mind of its own lately. We just kind of let it do its own thing. But for what it's worth, practice is now complete. We're gonna grid them up. We're not gonna waste any time with it either. But we are not gonna do a standing start. To be honest with you, I'm rather disappointed in that, but is what it is. We will survive. That is certain. Now, if we can get, if I can figure out who's driving what, might be able to get you a grid. Boom, there it is. The connection man himself, Will Salisbury. He's going to be your pole sitter. Brian Son going to roll off second place. Well, Larry Botchit's in the 45. He's in the right number this time. That's your third place car with Eric Mickey in the 84 rolling off P4. We got Andrew Mickey in the 86, going to be your fifth place starter with Thomas Morris in the 99. Thomas got that stat, Morris. Rolling off P6 tonight. Race number 2 here at Sebring. Ken Huber in the 30 is your 7th place starter. And Matthew St. Germain in the 46 rolling off 8th. Then you got Justin Richardson, P9. Looks like we are missing a driver from the first event. I believe that was Raymond Chapman. Not really sure what happened there. But, yeah, here we go. Oh, we got a living legend in the chat, folks. We got Robbie Burgess. He's coming in. He's got 2 messages for us. The first one, wad 'em up. The second one, tip of the day, do not over-fertilize your lawn. Well, Robbie, please tell us, what happens if you do that? While we wait for the response from the living legend himself, we're watching these Ferrari 488s pace this Sebring track. Not really sure why a Mustang's pacing them, but hey, you know. In any event, it's happening. Ooh-wee. All right, they're gonna make a few death. Yeah, well, yeah, too much shit in one place can't result in death. I'll tell you what though, these Ferraris definitely look pretty good coming around these corners. Oh, we got Mark Rayner in chat wishing Justin Richardson some good luck. To be honest with you, I don't know that he needs it. The man is on fire this season. I tell you, he's got more talent in his pinky fingernail than I have in my entire body. It's kind of depressing, actually. What we will say is, he's rolling Shotgun Charlie on the field tonight in race number 2 here at Sebring. And barring catastrophic failure, watch him pick his way through this field to come up here and battle whoever it is for the win. It's going to be good. We're looking forward to it. In post-race interview of race number 1, he said he was going to be aggressive as he cannot be caught in points. That's essentially going to be your Scars Ferrari Challenge Season 1 champion. Already ready, already. Mark Rader said he's not that good. Well, Mark, he might not be that good, but maybe I'm just that bad. I don't know. We'll never know. Maybe. We'll see. Might get another wheel one day. In any event, you picked a good time to come in. We see him back there. He's lurking on him. They decided to get some of those cones out of the way. They're rounding the last corner. Brian Song's gone. Will Salisbury, he's gone too. There it is. Race number 2. We going. We got Salisbury taking a commanding lead so far. We got Justin Richardson already passing Ken Huber back there. We're going to try to keep this stuff in the frames. It's kind of difficult sometimes, especially being the only one here in the booth. But Richardson already around Huber. He's got his sights set on Thomas Morris, as we got, I believe that's Matthew St. Germain trying to make the move on Valery Botchis there. He's going to get that done. Richardson to the inside of Morris. Pulls back a little bit there. We got Eric Mickey in the 84. He's already moved his way up to the 2nd position. Getting around Brian Son there. His brother Andrew Mickey scored P4 right now. We're going to keep an eye on this right here. We got Justin Richardson already making it by Thomas Morris in the 99. This boy right here, man, he is a lightning bolt with a steering wheel. But he's already made his way around 2 drivers. He's got his eyes set on Valery Botchits right now. Should be able to get him down this straightaway. And he will have position on that 45 car going into the next corner. Unfortunately, nothing Valery in that 45 can do about it. All right, lifts early, lets him go. Probably the smart move right there. 13 car on his way up to P6. But we're going to take you back up front-ish. We got Matthew St. Germain locked in battle with Andrew Mickey. St. Germain, another one of those drivers that's shown a lot of speed the last couple of weeks. It's almost like Richardson has made these boys step up their game, if you will. St. Germain having a hard time getting around Mickey of the Andrew variation, but he does get himself by. Move that 46 car up to the 4th place position. He'll be looking to set sail towards that podium. But just as that happens, Richardson already on the back bumper of Andrew Mickey. Taking a peek there into the corner, but not close enough to do anything with it. He wasn't lying. He said he was going to be aggressive this race, and he's not BSing. Already around Andrew. Oh, a little bit of slide there. I don't know that Andrew's going to be able to get back on him, but aggressive was definitely the term he used. And aggressive is what he is right now. Paying off for him, though, already up to the 5th position after starting Tail Gun Charlie. We got him flashing the high beams. Let him know he's coming. Now back up front, we've got Will Salisbury. Looks like he's got his connection issues solved, but he's got a rear bumper full of Eric Mickey. And if there's one thing you don't want a rear bumper full of, it's a Mickey. These Ferraris slipping and sliding through these last corners. I like seeing that. It's definitely better than weeks past. But just under 16 minutes remaining in race number 2 here at Sebring. Looks like everybody's kind of leveled off for a moment. Oh, we had an issue back here with Thomas Morris. We missed that. Might be able to see what happened here after the race. Not sure what's going on with him. In any event, we got Will Salisbury out front, Eric Mickey second, Brian Son able to hold on to the 3rd position so far. We got Matthew St. Germain sitting P4 and Justin Richardson rounding out your top 5. This your closest battle on track, at least until Justin catches another car. When he does, we will bring you that action. Looks like Salisbury and Mickey running right on pace with Justin, but the 2 cars in front of him, or the 2 cars between them, I should say, they're about a half a second slower than these 3. So next couple laps, 13 should be able to catch these guys, put a little pressure on them, see what happens. As Eric Mickey sails it wide, he's sideways in the middle of the track. Oh, that is devastating for the 84 car. The 2nd time tonight he's done that. All of these cars trying to make their way around him. They do get around, but that is devastating for the 84 car. So that changes things up a little bit. Oh, sounds like we got another car sideways back here, but Larry Botchit's slipping and sliding in the 45 Ferrari there. Well, that allows a couple guys to get by him. But back out front, that changes things a little bit. We got Will Salisbury, a 2-second lead over Brian Son in the 0-3 with a charging Matthew St. Germain running P3. And then a hard-charging Justin Richardson sitting 4th right now in the 13 car. He's driving the balls out of that thing right this minute. Which should be no surprise to anybody that has watched more than one broadcast. We see him do it week in and week out. But yeah, right now, Salisbury, he's gapping him as much as he can. Ooh, St. Germain almost making contact with the 03 of Brian Son right there. Can't help but think that maybe St. Germain's a little better through the corners. We'll see as they're going to hit some straightaways here in a moment. I would say watch out for that 13 because he's going to be coming, boys. The 03, the 46, and the 13 almost knows the tail. Here we go with the long straightaway. Richardson looks like he's going to get the best run off the corner there. And may not be able to do anything with it this time by. But he has definitely caught these boys. As St. Germain looks to the inside of the 0-3 of Son. He's going to get position there. Richardson diving it down in there. Oh, he almost had a nose on the 03. But Richardson not going to make it easy for these boys. As St. Germain tries to hold on to that newly gained position. Should be able to concrete it here through the left-hander. We got Mark Rayner in chat. Says he's ready for the double dive bomb. I don't know that we're going to get to see that as Richardson does make his way around the 0-3 of Brian Son. Move Richardson up to P3. Now, these two have quite a ways to go to catch up to the 4-car Will Salisbury, who is set on a pretty solid pace right now. That time by fastest car on the racetrack. Oh, as Saint Germain takes it wide, hits a little bit of grass. That allows the 13 around him. Now, the 13 of Justin Richardson has smooth sailing all the way up to the leader, Will Salisbury. As Brian Sawn looks to come around Saint Germain too. Didn't get that bumper in there fast enough, but he'll be no slouch there. But Will Salisbury, he better set that pace, because if he slips up more than twice, he's going to have a rear bumper full of Justin Richardson. And as we've seen pretty much all season long, Richardson really strong. All right, by the time we get to the line, we will be at 10 minutes remaining in race number 2 of the season finale here at Sebring. Oh, buddy. That also reminds me, each week we're going to bring in a new voice. This week it's this weird voice that kind of sounds like he's trying too hard. We're going to bring you this one. With this being the season finale, we got about 4 weeks off. I really don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I probably shouldn't say. I'm pretty sure it's against YouTube terms of service. We'll figure it out, though. Now, looking at the interval between Will Salisbury and Justin Richardson, does not look like Richardson's gaining on him right now. That time by, Will Salisbury laying down a 159 flat to Richardson's .396. So if Richardson's going to get up there and capture this win, he's going to have to flip those lap times around. But like we said, we've seen a lot of speed out of this guy right here. Will Salisbury, when he can get that connection solid, he's a tough cat to beat. Unfortunately, plagued by connection issues the last few weeks, has kept him out of race number 1 tonight. And I believe both races last week. The week before that, I believe he was caught up in some unfortunate incidents. But in any event, Salisbury looking to close out the season real strong, make a statement. Like we were saying, season 2 starting up in about 4 weeks. We are hoping to work something out with the Scars guys to bring that action to you. So hopefully we can bring you the races. I'm going to give it a shot. As you see Richardson there, patented headlight flash from that guy. That means he's coming. And he's not going to take any prisoners. Every time we see him do that, he ends up passing the guy. 8 minutes remaining in the season finale. Will Salisbury out front. Justin Richardson, your second place car. Matthew St. Germain sitting P3. Not letting Richardson get too far ahead of him. We got Brian Sawn in the third. In the 03 sitting 4th. We got Andrew Mickey with a bumper full of Thomas Morris. These two are 5th and 6th. With Valeri Botchitz in the 7th place position and Eric Mickey on pit road with Ken Huber being retired from the race tonight. Now that gap from Will Salisbury to Justin Richardson has been cut in half. All it took was Richardson to flash those brights. It initiated hyperdrive. We're going plaid, gentlemen, because he's catching him. We'll try to get you the roll bar cam here as long as we can. Want you to keep an eye on that steering wheel and just watch how smooth it is. Gentlemen, he's there. Oh, as Salisbury takes it wide, that's going to slow him down a little bit. We might see Richardson get a run here. I'm going to try to get you a nice angle of that. Yeah, he's going to get a run here off the corner, it would feel like. Maybe not. While we wait for that, we're going to come back here and see if Morris is able to do anything with Andrew. Looks like these two pretty evenly matched this race. Come back out front. Race for the lead. Will Salisbury has it. Justin Richardson wants it. We'll see how it goes. About 5.5 minutes remaining in race number 2 here at Sebring. The Scars Ferrari Challenge. Salisbury takes it wide. Almost contact between him and the 13 there. Justin, he's a smart racer. Pulls out. Let Salisbury collect himself. I have a feeling that Richardson wants to race him for this win. Oh, as he is right there. And this is what we like to see here, OCR TV. Nose to tail. Bamper to bamper. Just because we're not on an oval doesn't mean we can't race the hell out of each other. As Richardson now has a back bumper full of Saint Germain. Where did he come from? We got a 3-way battle for the lead, guys. We got Heinous Pilot in chat. What up, bud? You tuned in to watch some pretty good racing. We got a 3-way battle for the lead, Heinous Pilot. We got 4.5 minutes remaining here at Sebring, about 3 laps. Down the long straightaway into the long sweeping right-hander. This is where time is made and time is lost. But these three looking pretty damn solid tonight. As Richardson's going to take the look to the outside, setting up for corner number 1. Takes a peek, but not enough to get it in there. Oh, man, gentlemen, we got a 3-way battle for the lead. This gets me more excited than a... This gives me more excited than a double tax return that you don't have to pay back. Which we know you don't ever happen. No, no, Chad, that's on my personal channel every other Friday night. But we're not going to self-promote here tonight, but you already know where that's at. We got the 4, Will Salisbury. We got the 13 of Justin Richardson. These two real fast, but don't sleep on Saint Germain. He's still right there.
Wendell?
Yes, Satan?
You might want to go catch my replay of that. I kind of just died down the front stretch.
Can it wait? Because they're like battling the shit out of each other for first place.
Are you
seeing this?
Well, no, because I was on my lid down the front stretch. But
Yeah, well, you should watch this. It's pretty intense.
took forever for the medical team to get in my car.
It's fine. What are we, Florida?
I've never had that happen. There's a glitch down the pit wall, I guess.
So it's 3 minutes. I'll try to back it up after the. Remind me after the race. We'll go back and find it.
So we got the Wilster, the Justin, and the Matthew here.
And they are nose to tail. Have been for 2 laps. The only thing we're missing is oval bumping and banging as Saint Germain gets around Justin Richardson there. Oh, buddy.
Well, there'll be no bump drafting. We know that.
Well, yeah, unfortunately. Just under 2 minutes remaining. This might be your last lap.
I think someone caught a little bit of the turn 1 wall there.
Saint Germain has set fire to those tires.
Oh, Richardson stuck it in there.
Saint Germain passing the 4 Will Salisbury like he's standing still. Justin Richardson going to come with him. Saint Germain, I don't know, Thomas. I think he's hungry.
Yeah, he was pretty good in the first race, if I remember correctly.
He was indeed. He's
Boys are hungry for that last win.
Hey, yeah, that's what it is. I mean, Richardson already solidified the championship, but Saint Germain does not give a damn about that. He wants the trophy. Nothing like winning the last race of the season finale, you know. But
boy, these boys are bringing them out there.
But it's not done. Saint Germain got a pretty decent gap on him right this minute, but we've seen Richardson close this gap like it's nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't take much here, though. We've seen a couple, just a little bobble here, and you lose half a second. Fun track, though, till you flip over.
You know, because pit wall and whatnot.
Right, coming up here is one of the hardest corners now because they took the cone away, so you got to judge your apex a little bit sooner there.
Well, these three having no issues with that down the long straightaway. Richardson gonna have one more chance at this. He's gonna have to set sail into that corner.
I believe he did.
Yeah. Salzburg gonna pull up on him, but that's gonna be one more lap to go. They didn't pull it back long enough. We got one more time. We're gonna set him up. We got.
I don't know. He's got to make something happen here, though. He hasn't made up enough time like I thought he would.
We got Saint Germain out front. Richardson second. We got a Salisbury sideways.
Oh, he's not gonna save that.
And he almost saved it.
Lost him position, but like you said, it doesn't really matter. These guys are going for the win.
A three-way battle has now become two. Richardson in the back. Saint Germain in the front.
Now.
He's looking to set him up.
That'd be pretty hard pass on the outside. Might try and do the undercut, though.
Oh, a little bump. He said he was going to be aggressive. He wasn't joking. Saint Germain holding on to it, though.
Classy bump, though. Didn't knock him out of the way and spin him.
Yeah, just a little nudge. Like, hey, bud, how you doing?
Unfortunately, though, he's going to have to do a little bit more than that to get around.
Indeed, Saint Germain not gonna be willing to lay over here. But this is what it should come down to, the last race of the season. Saint Germain's got it. Richardson wants it. Who's hungrier? We told him post-race, race number 1, Thomas, that pretty sure that Justin's getting tired of chicken dinners. But said we're going to feed it to him anyway. Winner, chicken dinner.
Unless he has the massive run through the last corner here, he's going to have to make something happen, or Matthew's got this one sewed up.
Well, we've seen him do it a couple of times this race.
We see a classic Ferrari dive bomb here. He's going to sail it in.
And he's going to give it a shot. Not going to be able to make it stick. Might have him coming off. We're coming to the line. We got a drag race. Saint Germain picking up the W. That's how you close out a season, gentlemen.
That was almost like it was scripted. I mean, there was no shot left, and then coming off the corner, just a little bobble there, and it gave him, what, half an inch there?
The first time we've had to do this, we're going to get you a slow motion replay of the finish just to see how close this was.
That's got to be the closest finish all season, clearly.
Absolutely. You know, we've seen it week in and week out. Some hard, clean racing here in the SCAR series.
That might be the closest finish we've ever called here on OCR TV.
That, I'm going to have to say it is. I don't have a good view of it. There we go.
What a finish.
We see him coming to the line. Literally half a bumper. Half a bumper, Thomas.
They're calling it .025 for the finish.
That is ridiculous. Hopefully a precursor to what we're going to see coming up in Season 2. 2 100ths. Oh, my.
You know what I want to know? Why have we not raced at Sebring sooner? Because it seems like it's putting on quite the show.
The first race, kind of uneventful. Pretty good battle between Eric. Pretty good battle between Eric, Mickey, and Saint Germain. But this race here, pretty much from start to finish. Pretty exciting. But Thomas, shit, since you're in the booth, man, let's do some interviews.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and look at me flip too before I yell at someone.
Yeah, before we do that, let's see. We're
I
gonna
mean,
have
I've
to.
honestly never flipped here before, so it kind of caught me off guard.
All right, we're gonna try to get that Thomas Morris.
It was lap 9, and I
I-
cannot believe the car didn't unflip itself.
Were you right behind Andrew Mickey?
Yes.
I believe we might have it.
Oh, man. That's in the highlight reel.
I may have gone a little too far back, but unfortunately, that's what we have to work with here with the replay controls. But in any event, man, that finish right there, pretty
Oh, I mean, could you script it anymore?
incredible to close out the season. Man, wish we could fast forward a little bit.
Maybe soon when we get our new overlay package. Maybe
Oh,
soon.
new overlay packages.
Yeah, this has got to relearn how to do everything.
That's fine. All right, well, hopefully this is it. We shall
You'll
see.
know when you see it.
As we get ready to do interviews here, we're gonna see if we can't find Thomas Morris's epic flip. I believe that's not gonna be this lap. Maybe this lap. We'll see.
Did we go a little too far?
I think we went a little too far. No, we did not! Oh my god!
Is it not amazing?
The wall just reaches out, grabs it, catapults it, puts it in a trebuchet, and sends it over the wall. Oh, wow.
And then
Holy-
didn't even flip back over.
It just stuck on the lid. Did you see the tires spinning? My god.
That's a highlight of the season for me. So,
Yeah.
other than that finish, that was just top
Pretty
notch.
pretty solid. Well, let's do this. I believe this might be, correct me if I'm wrong, this might be the first time we've interviewed him this season, but hopefully not the last, at least as far as Scars Ferrari Challenge goes. Brian Son in the 03 picking up a podium finish tonight in the finale here at Sebring. Brian, tell us a little bit about your race.
Actually, it was pretty uneventful. At the start, I was just trying to keep up at the front. Will was a bit faster. I couldn't quite do anything with him, and then Eric got by me in the hairpin. After that, it was just trying to stay with them as much as possible. And then eventually, of course, Matt and Justin caught up. And, well, I figured they would get by eventually. And then it was a matter of keeping up. And then Will made a mistake on the last lap. And here I am with the first podium.
Well, Brian, you maintained pace there during race number 2 with, well, hell, essentially three of the fastest guys, arguably, over the last few weeks with Saint Germain, Richardson, and Salisbury. Is this a precursor of what we have to look forward to seeing from you next season?
I hope so.
Ideally.
Ideally, that would be the case. I hope to. I've been running basically pace to be around 4th through 7th usually. Most of these races, like the first race, I made a mistake and spun the car. Usually, it's my fault making a mistake that takes me out of it. I just got to get a little bit more pace, and I think I'll be up with those guys challenging a bit more.
Brian, we hope to see more of you. Well, we hope to cover, first of all, but should we cover season 2, we hope to see more of you here in the booth. Before we let you go, though, race number 2, we got to get those shout outs.
Don't have any really. To be honest, except for the thank you to the Scars League to actually put this on here. Next season, there's probably going to be something special coming along, courtesy of me and my company. which is Penguin RC. And that information will be out shortly, I believe.
Oh, stay tuned to the press releases. Penguin RC got something in the works. Well, Brian, again, congrats on the podium finish here to close out the season finale at Sebring, and we look forward to talking to you again next season.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Third place finisher Brian Son, he had a unfortunate spin in race number 1, but came back for podium finish, race number 2.
And like you said, Wendell, definitely going to bring some special things coming to help pump up Scars for next season. So we should see even more, I don't say attendance, but more overall fun and some extra incentives to come race. So,
Well, we look forward to that. We do. I know we keep saying I do look forward to covering it here on OCR TV. There may be talks that Morris might join me here in the booth. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out.
keep flipping, I will.
Right? Well, let's snatch and grab.
Guys,
Oh, yeah. And he said he was going to be aggressive. He did not fall short of that. Justin Richardson made his way through the field quickly, engaged himself in a 3-way battle. Justin, tell us a little bit about race number 2.
on the pace lap, I was thinking I just lay back, and then I said, screw it. I told you guys I'd go aggressive. So I tried to time my exit onto the front straight to where I could go to the outside and probably, I don't know, in my head, I thought I could go by everybody, but I mistimed it, and it looked like whoever was on pole didn't leave right when I planned. And by the time I stopped, they went. So had a pretty good start, got people one by one. And then eventually I got behind Saint Germain, and I figured, I'm faster, but he's fast enough, and I'll just stay behind him through while we pick through everybody. And it looked like Eric got into some trouble on the back straight after the chicane, and we got by him. And then I thought, okay, let's put some pressure on him. And I got close to him, and I braked early for the hairpin, and he happened to go wide. And luckily, he was courteous enough not to come back on like happened in normal race servers and take everybody out. But I got by there. And then after that, I thought, okay, I can do this. But then I really wasn't shaking him. He was able to stay in my draft pretty well. And I thought, okay, this is going to be an interesting end of the race. And I got up to Will, and long story short, he was aggressively blocking at whatever he could. Instead of trying to get his speed up, he was blocking pretty well. But he's in front. It's all right to him. And looked like I missed my breaking point of the last corner. Made me run wide. I tried to get on it, but at that point it was dead. And looks like Matthew got me. And after that, we were just chasing Will, and it looked like through turn 1, Will hit the inside of the wall, and Matt went by him, and I said, screw it, I'm going to take it. And I brake late and took it. After that, Matt was pretty much fast enough in the sections where I couldn't get close enough to draft him. But it looked like at the last corner is what I meant to do to Will earlier in the race, and if I'd have done that, I probably would have won.
Well, definitely, unarguably, the closest finish we've had this season here in the Scar Series, and arguably the closest finish we've had since we started OCR TV. Glad you were.
I'd say for a road race, my timing's telling me that the finish was 0.0158 of a second.
I believe it. Half a bumper.
Hundredth.
But Justin, it was nice to have you be a part of that. But season finale, Scars Ferrari Challenge champion. Give us those shout outs before we let you run.
First and foremost, my PSR, Positive Sim Racing team, all the guys I've been working with for the last year to gain pace and work together in GT3. Javier put us all together, and it's been great. Shout out to my boys that think we're watching the broadcast out in Australia from Dynamic Sim Racing. My buddies here that I raced with in the past, Speed Asylum, Joe Sullivan for my OS&W setup, and Simula J for my wheel. And thanks. This was a good season. I think 9 wins, something like that. 10.
10 now, I believe.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it's easy to say it's fun and when you're winning, but I was just telling those guys in the waiting room that I think tonight was my favorite race. This race two.
Justin, we close out season 1. Do we get you again season 2?
I don't know. I think season two starts in a month. I'll be honest. I'm celebrating my championship here. I'll be in Maui when that starts. So I'm not sure of that. And then I'll be in Vegas next week. We'll
Get
see.
get this
I,
guy out of here. Get him out of here.
I don't think I'll be as I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when I get back and how things are, and if I'm still busy with my preparations, what I've been working with positive sim racing, if I have availability. But if that falls through, this is something that's definitely kept my interest, and the fact that I say it again, the static setups, everyone's got the same setup. So, you know, like for example, in real servers, or, official servers, I've raced against Kurt, Eric, and those guys, and the gap lately has been a lot larger. And I don't consider that me being better. I consider that a setup thing. So when you come into a race league like this, where everyone has the same setup, I think you're like kind of more on par with everybody, and you can see who's good. And Kurt and I are usually right there, and I like being challenged, and that's what I like because I know when I'm in an official server, if I'm a second quicker than Kurt, it's not him, it's the setup. So in here, I really like being put up against people, and I mean, first race that guy Raymond was fast, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
Well, there it is. Season 1 champ. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I believe you got a whole bunch of them this season.
Just a few.
But now, it's time. Snatch and grab. No warning. Matthew St. Germain rolled off the grid 8th, charged to the front of the field, engaged himself in a 3-way battle for the lead, came out victorious. No better way to close out the season, in addition to having the closest finish that we've had here on OCR TV, as well as the Scars Ferrari Challenge Series. Matthew St. Germain, tell us a little bit about your fantastic race.
Oh, that was probably the most exciting and just craziest race I've had in this series so far from start to finish. I mean, that was just a blast. And I'm not just saying that because I won it, but I mean, just to pass people and to get those passes done and to just to be defensive on Justin because I knew Justin had a bit of pace on me and he gave me a little bump, got sideways, and it was just wow, 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 wow. Just crazy, crazy race.
We saw, we we've seen it from you the last, God, what, 3 or 4 races. When you don't get mixed up in incidents, you're a stout competitor. What are we looking forward to seeing from you next season?
Be nice and consistent, like how we finished off this year. Try and finish off in the top 3 in every race, and just be patient and try and make your moves when the time's right. That's about it. Wait till the last 5-8 minutes in the race. You know what I mean? Take your time, get it up to the top 3 positions, and then you can start being a little bit more gutsy, I would say.
A little gutsy, he says, when
Yeah.
after holding off the champion by 200ths of a second.
Yeah, that was. I come out of that corner all wrong, and the car was just pushing. It was just pushing. I didn't want to get any grip, and I couldn't get on the throttle. And I seen Justin coming. I was like, "Oh man, this is not good. This is gonna be a photo finish for sure."
Yeah, definitely. Well, we went back and for the first time since we've started OCR TV, we had to go to a slow mo finish to see how close it really was. Glad you were a part of that, Saint Germain. Wish Trey Landry could have been here to interview you, as we're not supposed to pick favorites, but you're his favorite. Let's be real.
That's awesome, guys. I appreciate the support, and great job commentating this year. You guys have been awesome, and look forward to seeing you next season.
Well, Saint Germain, before we let you go, we need those shout outs.
I'd like to give a good shout out to Lit Motorsports, great team support, and my teammate Will Salisbury. Yeah, And that's all I can say, I guess. And good shout out to Scars. Guys, come on out. It's a great series. You'll have a lot of fun.
There it is, your race winner for the season finale of the Scars Ferrari Challenge. Been a pretty exciting series, Thomas. Look forward to maybe at least doubling the fields next season.
Let's hope so. I mean, I don't, honestly, if we could get the same people to show up every week, I was talking about that with Eric earlier. We've had a good group of people, just I guess work schedules and life gets in the way. We'd have a solid 15 to 18 people every week if we could get that. So maybe they'll come out next season, GT3s. That means, for the love of God, you get ABS. So these cars will actually stop when you hit the brakes.
Well, I'm kind of sad about that, but the Scars admin / owners are definitely looking to, I guess we'll say, improve the racing here. You don't get that from a lot of leagues. They pretty much just say, here it is, this is what you get. But taking feedback from the drivers and actually utilizing that to improve the racing, and we've seen it since about halfway through the season. Admin started making changes. Races started getting way more entertaining.
The double race feature has been brilliant. So
yes, and
hopefully that'll improve again next season.
The inverted field is everything.
We just got to figure out how to get people who miss race 1 into race 2 because they're having a little problem with that. So we'll see if we can sort that out for next season too.
Gotcha. Well, guess that does it for season 1 of the Scars Ferrari Challenge. We're hoping to bring it back to you live here on OCR TV for season 2, starting up in about 4 weeks, I believe. At least that's what we've been telling people. Stay tuned to our Sunday and Monday night broadcasts, and as soon as we have concrete information about that, you will be the first to know. But until then, we're off until, I believe, Sunday night, Morris. Is that correct?
Sunday from the rolling hills of Mid-Ohio.
Ooh, great. Another track I have to buy. Damn.
It's a good one.
All right, well. Someday I'm going to have to get another wheel.
Here, right? Because it's Sebring,
so.
Mid-Ohio, and then Watkins Glen. So get your road clothes on, boys.
Well, at least there's one track I won't have to buy. 2 out of 3 is not bad, right?
I can't believe you didn't own Sebring. That's like a sin.
Well, I didn't do that. It's mostly overrated. Anyway, we got the results up on the screen from race number 2. Justin Richardson, your season 1 champion. Saint Germain closing out the season with a win in race number 2 here. Join us again Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got the 3-wide Racing League. I believe the Nathan Young Designs cars, Mid-Ohio. So we're going to go more road racing, like Morris said. Join myself, Trey Landry, Thomas Morris, everyone's favorite Canadian, Matt Kingston, Mr. Man Bun himself. We'll be bringing you flag-to-flag coverage of that. And then again, Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, Cup Cars, Watkins Glen, Cold Hard Art Cup Series. But since Trey's not here, Morris, you get to tell him what to do.
See ya.